No, the studio is going to be really empty. I checked the tickets yesterday. This is as of right now, by the way. These are all open seats within the arena. So, yeah, fully expect today to be just, like, barren. It's a Friday during the workday. It's 1 o'clock there. Like, there's only so much stuff you can do. So, it's not going to fill up there. Yeah, TL are good. C9. I mean, as long as C9 has competition, I don't give a shit who it is at the end of the day. That makes us more competitive than Europe is right now. Because right now, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, okay, you're not going to be able to kill the Scion all that well. Trundle? Trundle be okay. Trundle's great. Actually, I really like that. Yep, I think that's good. I think that takes away a little bit of the Scion, counters him a bit, and the Pillar also sets up some obstacles alongside the TLAW rocks that should prevent people from getting onto Yawn, as well as Nico. Like, they have a ton of engage, they have a ton of peel for Quid or Yawn's Yanara. I'm liking this draft from TL. Before we hop into the series, I just want to say thank you to everybody that tunes in for these co-stream VODs. If you want to ever tune into them live, be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on those notification bells down below, and it will notify you anytime that we go live, including whenever these VODs get uploaded. So thank you and see you around.
Game skirmishes.
Oh, they're setting up a trap for Jose.
Kind of looking like, and that's where I really do want to see
Sweeper
Quid making plays.
Okay, they only see
TLAW,
Kryra there. They don't see Lions.
Access to side lanes, right? Like,
but it's a 3v2. The angle's pretty good.
Like,
hold on now. There's your Weaver's
nope, that's a
wall.
clone.
Also, Realm Warp going to bring
DSG
to the mix here too. Team
Grab the
Liquid
scuttle.
backing away, trying to secure control over the crowd.
Sejed on the other side.
Oh,
smite fight. No, Kryra got it, I think.
Out into Jose Dioto, but he drops the subjugate to keep himself alive for now.
Not good, but that's fine. Yawn got a kill. Another flash force.
From the Nami as Team Liquid look for
Calmy
even more.
should die here.
Remember, no flash available on the rise from the earlier play.
Yeah.
Core JJ goes in for the flash route, and there's the extra kill. 2-1.
Jose Dioto trades his life for it, but
at the end to grab that extra kill, but honestly, not that bad for DSG considering they didn't get the crab. So Jose had 6.
Oh, they didn't get it? Oh, Jose
Dioto. The fight is going to come back to get him later.
Yawn still a bit behind in CS. Fine. Quid a little bit
junglers
behind in CS.
Maintaining
Still
their
fine.
presence in this bottom side of the map. Kryra's going to go ahead and start up that first Drake. Not a particularly fast first Drake in this first
I think
game.
you just give that if you're TL. That's fine. You scale.
Call Me is going to walk
don't need to
over
worry
and
about it.
assist Kryra with a little bit more damage. Lions and Sejed also, considering they have the push in the bottom lane, this should be an easy objective secure for DSG.
Yeah, going to be able to grab that no problem. And one of the things I talked to Idol about before the year started was he's like, hey, we have all these
go top side, get your grubs.
Tremendous amount of experience. You know, actually going into the series last week.
Oh, this is a gank on bot side. Here we go.
Okay, we've got ourselves a Realm Warp, and they want to
good
make
dodge.
the 4v2 dive as the wave is about to crash into the tier 1 turret. There's your target. Pop
oh my god, he just died.
To defend, but there's just too
DSG's being really proactive right now.
Okay. They get both kills, and they get everybody out.
And I love that from DSG. We were talking about how we wanted to see Quid make some plays.
Well done on the back timer. All right. Okay, they're giving positioning.
So well with Triforce. Like, it's just
they're going to give up Dragon for Herald.
The attack speed is really useful. Move speed core. Swing and a miss. Tries to get a little tricky.
But yeah, I completely agree with you.
Not good. I thought he was going to flash, but he doesn't even have flash. I wonder if he realized that he
how much
didn't
value
have flash.
Jose is able to get out of this Sundered Sky. Top lane Scuttle Crab secured here by Team Liquid. They have control over the area. They're still looking over at Call Me. They know the Rise no longer has the Realm Warp to try.
You got to get this Herald, though. If you're going to give up Dragon, you got to get the Herald.
Sejed just has to be a little respectful here of Quid on the TLAW. He does have the Seraph's Embrace fully completed, fully stacked, and evolved. As now Jose Dioto has the opportunity to just take down
the gold lead notably has not grown in any of the lanes that it was in.
Make his way towards the top lane tier 1, reinforce Call Me there, make sure there's no danger. But Team Liquid just going to turn their attention back over to the Herald. Where do we want to see them use this?
I mean, I would have said to try to set up for Drake, but that's not
Earth.
going to happen.
Can they get the
They're trying to make a play on the Call Me.
Yeah,
on the top side, but that's not really going to go
The TL
anywhere.
swings have been missing, so
when we talk about
survive being
this,
the
again,
correct word to use.
Easy access to side lanes. You want to be roaming around. You want to be able to apply
I mean, I like that
pressure
they're taking
wherever
swings.
You
got to
taking
hit on
down
one of them, though.
Tier 1 always helps with that.
Oh, everything missed. That's not good.
But I mean, DSG has a slight goal.
Oh, here's a good one. Here's a good swing. Yep, Sejed too far up. Nice, good punish.
And they knock it down. Kill credit goes over to
oh, good flick.
With a nice seismic shove into Kryra right after. They're looking for more, but they don't have enough damage to kill the Wukong here too. Team Liquid
That's exactly what you wanted for TL. Good play.
Now overtaking Sejed in terms of individual gold. And they'll be
able
to summon the Rift Herald
Jose.
And Kryra's about to drop to Jose Dioto. The Sundered Sky
man.
is plenty enough. Trinity Force not required. And
yeah.
there goes the enemy jungler as well. This has been such a massive. Those were the guys that we were praising earlier as those
Protect
big
your
individual gold leads,
protect the
nearly
Yunara.
1,000 gold ahead each. And
Let
then,
Trundle
the
push up,
aggressive
pillar,
bounce,
block
you love
movement.
To see them when they result in those big bursty
Let
trades
Talia
in
poke
lane
out.
where
If he gets a
Corki is
flick,
able
great.
to
Otherwise,
have
just
that
protect Quid.
priority, that
Or not Quid,
control.
protect
But
Yon.
then he gets a little too aggressive. He gets a little overconfident. And Team Liquid
Jose
are fast
got
to
it.
punish.
Oh, is
Now
that another
Sajed
one?
in danger once again.
Okay,
Flash,
hey,
pop
2
blossom
flashes,
for
that's fine.
JJ. Not going to find a target. Beautiful bubble. Coming in
Good
from
collapse, but I
Lions.
think
But
TL
now
can clean
DSG,
this
where are
up.
they going to go from here? Jose has to flash away. Castle and Morgan both going to arrive. Meanwhile, the
Or
bottom
not,
lane
no.
turret falls with the tier 1. Team Liquid is just going to lose core on that one.
Yeah, they do lose core.
I mean, that's
and
fine,
it
though.
is
They
kind of
lose
trade
core,
flash at
but
the
you
end of the
get
day, 'cause
2
Jose
flashes out of
core
that
flash,
bot
they
lane.
got both the
That's
flashes
worth.
off the bottom lane there.
But I
Alright,
actually thought
CS
up
check.
until last week, he'd been performing
Yawn
pretty well.
down
Like, he'd
20.
been really, really solid.
Quid even.
Especially in team fights.
Morgan even.
And he had a really, really, really rough series. So it's nice to see a little bit of a redemption game coming out of him thus far.
I mean, I
Oh,
think,
Quid
not
taking
even
some
just
chunks.
this year. I think it's his worst series in NA, period,
Yeah.
that he's ever had. And,
Does he
it
have
was definitely
TP?
A bit of a
No,
shock
he has
because he
Ghost.
has been performing
Interesting.
really well for the team. Had
Look at that
looked like he was
poke.
on point.
Flashes
Sajed
down.
pretty
Sajed's
far up.
dead.
Yeah, the
Ooh,
Corki's in
Valkyrie,
trouble
but it doesn't matter.
again. The damage flows through, but there's
Can they
not
get to
quite
him?
enough to kill him through the
I don't
barrier
know.
here just yet. Sajed staying alive for now.
Okay,
Still
nice.
fighting, but
That's
does
fine.
finally fall. Traded for Jose Diodo. Kryra gets over the wall there with his
42
clone. Has to
seconds.
keep
Jose
that
will be up
Cyclone
again.
as well.
Morgan gets to play
Morgan's
top
going
side.
to
That's
grab
worth.
the tier 1 turret up there in the top lane at the same time. And Team Liquid continues to play aggressively
Yon gets to close
around
this
this
gap.
fed Yunara. Yon
And then
Lane,
Sion,
but it's
or
really coming
Trundle does
back,
what
and now
Sion does
every
better.
time DSG try to make, especially Sajed, some sort of aggressive move, TL has been on it.
I just love the emphasis on move speed here for Jose.
All right,
He
here
went
we
3
go.
points Q and
Big
5 points
dragon
W,
fight.
So additional move speed. Then he has a dead man. He's just so fast.
Oh, look at that Ambessa
Castle
ult
trying
into
to front line
4.
here as Morgan
But I
flies
think
to
that might be
the
too
back line,
far.
but he's gonna take a ton of damage from DSG. Both
Yeah,
top
that was a
laners
little
get
bit aggressive
chunked
from
down
Morgan.
Very, very low here. The Sion, obviously the tankier one, as Morgan trying
Going
to
into
wrap
4
around,
whenever
see if he
nobody
can
can
get
follow
some
up is
pressure
tough.
onto Disguise. Remember, this is sole point. If DSG can secure the Drake.
Oh, good
Slam
flick.
not gonna do a whole
Trundle.
lot of nice
There you
follow-up
go.
seismic
There's
shove.
flash.
Coming out from Quid, forces Castle to flash away. Dragon down to about 40% HP. DSG still
Morgan
gonna
on the
take
flank.
objective as Kryra
Oh,
has
this
to
is
force
hella
Morgan
good.
back away. Team Liquid
Jose's just
carries
gonna get the
under
free
a
hit.
little bit of pressure. Castle about to die. Jose Diodo gonna
Yep.
grab the kill on that one as Lions is burning so very low, but he's not quite dead here yet.
Well played by
Castle's still trying to make
TL.
a little bit more space,
Well played.
but
Nice
Team
and
Liquid will
slow.
take the
Took it
fight.
back
They will
over.
take the Drake and they will stop DSG stacking.
Make them look a little bit more unified going in than some of their previous outings.
Liquid is lurking, and Call Me is finding himself in a very compromised position.
Oh,
Weaver's
Call Me,
wall
what you
gonna
doing,
chase
brother?
after him. Seismic shove.
Nice,
Knocks him out of
good
the realm
flick.
warp, and there
Bye-bye.
is no way home for the Rise. Now
Free Baron.
Yawn on a killing
probably-
spree.
yeah, that's what I
Team
thought.
Liquid picks the enemy mid laner. He'll be dead for the next 45 seconds.
they could just
But
collapse
what's
on
the
mid.
follow-up move from
Like-
there? Yawn goes forward, still has the ulti with the Arc of Ruin to try to force DSG away from the tier 1 turret. Now Castle's
Save
gonna
your
be
ult,
the
Morgan,
target.
unless you
That
wanna use it on
Sion
Lions
is
here.
not as tanky as
That's
they
fine.
want him to be. Morgan
Now just go Baron.
cuts him down.
You're chilling.
Jose Diodo makes it so easy with the
You're
subjugate.
Yeah, I thought they
chilling.
were going to go straight to Baron, but instead they just make a collapse on mid lane, and they do look for
Yeah,
a hard
good. Don't
engage.
give an inch.
And we saw Morgan fully committing to that. He even looked for a flash ult.
You can get
on
Baron
the
at any
Nami,
point
which
now.
did get
And you
flash,
got wave
so
push,
that
so
was kind of
DSG
wasted,
can't
but
take that
again,
mid
Castle
tower.
goes down. Now they
You're
will
fine.
return and at least threaten the Baron, but of course we know it is going to be a bait.
Oh, that's all your
Seismic shove
engagements.
would've hit Kryra. That
And they
could've been
still
the
get
play,
him.
or maybe they'll get it anyway.
My God.
Kryra down to 20% HP, tries to use the Cyclone to get away from it, but Core JJ with a beautiful pop blossom
There we go.
stops any chance of DSG recovering there. Now with the
Sion
jungler
pick,
dead for
feel
the
like
next 40
DSG can go to
seconds,
their best
Team
player for no
Liquid
reason.
seriously looking at
Because
that
I think Sion
Yeah,
fits well with the comp,
absolutely. You
assuming that
see,
Trundle
again,
wasn't
the
up.
chain CC
The second
coming
Trundle
out
could
of
go up,
this,
you just negate
TL
everything good that
comp.
Sion does.
They're going to knock down at least the scuttle there, get full vision over.
Because without
the
Trundle, it would take
entire
so
top
long
side
for
of the map
TL's
here.
comp to get
And
through.
I really love the interactions
the
they actually
Sion.
used to catch Kryra. So
And it
this
would
is one of
actually
these
be a
things that
problem,
you don't
but
always
the
think about.
Trundle
so
is
the seismic shove
fantastic.
missed,
It's a
but
great
what Jose
fit pick.
did is he placed his pillar.
But no, they're kind of content
Ooh, they're
to
baiting.
keep baiting out with Fog of War on this top side.
And this just feels like classic TL with a lead. Make the map very dark for your opponents. Lurk around in the jungle. Try to find a couple of picks to then continue making your big plays after that. Castle's going to be the one who has to face check things here, but man, this map is so
this could be a
scary.
problem for Castle.
Fog of War everywhere. Lions is just going to drop. Yawn gets the last auto. That's a free kill for the Yunara.
Just-
As
oh
now
my
gets a
God.
3-man pop blossom. Kryra tries to save himself, but Morgan takes him out. Castle's in the middle of everybody as Morgan can fall back before he ends up having to
That
give his own
blast
life.
cone
Now
pop
Castle gets
blossom
knocked
was-
down. Enemy
Mwah.
jungler, enemy support, enemy top laner, all out of the picture, and Team Liquid's heading to Baron.
Just like you said, the way they play with Fog of War, I love whenever you see Core waiting in the bush because you know he sees the play.
That
He's
was gross.
looking
Well,
for
like
the
good plays all around.
Really,
Yawn somehow
really
catches
nice stuff coming
Lion
out
out
of his Nico
or
once
Lions
again.
out.
Yeah, finds a great engage. I mean, it's Castle walking forward, but he's just not really that threatening. He's not really that tanky.
That's just
no one is there with him, so he steps up and
able to maintain their composure. They found windows where they could punish their opponent's
You
mistakes.
can like
and then
you can go down early so long as you have a condition to get yourself through to mid game, which is exactly what TL did.
Control ever since as well. Which
said, Dave, you have to practice Yanar now. Fun fact, I think my Yanar is a 100% win rate right now.
2K over his lead, and I think they're playing around his aggression so well with the insane amount of CC as quick goes in.
Yeah, they're going in for the Weavers wall, and immediately Lions is caught. Yawn finds the Arc of Ruin there onto Kryra.
I mean, the whole look that one. I know a lot of people are gonna start piling up on Lions. The whole team was up there. Oh, good pop blossom. Keeps him alive. Oh, but call me in the back. They got Yanara.
Yawn right
but
next
it's not
to him,
enough.
but Call Me loses his life in the process. Morgan gets
and
the
Morgan's
killing spree
just out
there
here
onto Sajed, and it's only Castle still standing on DSG.
Oh my god, dude.
Beautiful use of the public execution to buffer through the decimating smash.
And ace,
Morgan
that's game.
guarantees
GG.
the ace, and Team Liquid's looking for the end of the game.
Mbessa does not care about the towers at all. As Core is even going to be able to survive.
Nami's up. Can't end the game just yet.
Are available soon. That's the cope. We're going for some bounties here.
You might need them.
Just get some of these shutdowns, pick up some towers, easy kill him Morgan for 1K, you know?
Well, the
Why
game's
is
not
Flash
over,
still
at
up?
least.
I mean,
It's
I think he
still
thought
going.
that he was
DSG's
dead no matter
still in
what.
there, but
I don't know.
man, 10,000 gold difference. Team Liquid
Still should have
with the
used
Baron
it,
for
but
another 10 seconds. The power subjugate is used. Jose wants to make sure he doesn't just get randomly picked off here. So Trundle ulti off the table for a little while, but TL's not in any real danger. They continue to move around as a 5-man unit. Nobody's going to be a straggler.
USA over Slovakia, baby. Oh, we're getting that US-Canada final.
Just get out of the danger zone.
We are absolutely getting
it. I mean, it does stop a little bit of the pressure they were applying as.
Oh,
nope, they're going in
bye,
for
Call Me.
Yep,
You're gone.
Pop Blossom seals Call Me's fate. Quid's going to be the one taking the kill on that as TL.
And they got a bot wave push.
Off the rise, look for a little bit more. Morgan does
miss,
not land the public execution that time, but it's a 5v4. Castle's in the bottom lane trying to clear out the minions, but that top wave that I mentioned earlier is just about pushed up exactly where Team Liquid wants it. They can try to force their way through the top lane tier 3 turret next.
All right.
Yeah, Morgan is mid.
Take
He's
this
pushing
inhibitor.
that wave up. The supers are going to be on the Nexus towers
here
pretty quickly, so DSG has to respond to that,
Trap
and that
in
is going to be the top lane
they're
turret.
going to back off and grab
completely
Dragon.
exposed. TL though decide, you know what, we don't need to push any further. Dragon is in 25.
Fine.
Let's
you know what?
reset.
I respect
Let's just
it.
continue
Not wanting to.
Soul. Against Dig, that it looked like that one was even dicey for a little while. They're really trying to minimize those mistakes.
This game should not last any more than 2
minutes.
minutes.
For them is about to fall. Should just be able to pick that one up easy peasy. Now Baron's alive here
now,
too, and DSG
you got that.
are trying
just walk
to
up towards
position
top
in a way
side,
that they
choke
might
out
be
their
able to
vision, grab Baron, and end the game.
Yeah, and we'll see. It's not looking great as that pillar lands onto Castle.
It's a TP top side for
Morgan. Morgan, he might be looking for a wraparound flank here.
I mean, couldn't Ford just go mid and one person keeps the rest at Baron?
Quirky.
He just end the game.
Managed to get the pincer attack on the AD carry. It's over before it even begins. Kryra takes a little bit of poke there from Core.
Oh my god. Oh, Yawn. Oh, Yawn's still alive. He's fine. Yep, it's over.
The Corki and the Wukong are both already out of the picture. Core JJ
Ooh,
staying alive there.
Yawn.
Seeker's arm guard has called me. Just barely has enough damage to finish him off. Meanwhile, Yawn gets the kill on Castle and now
thought Yawn was inting there a little bit.
The
Alright, we're fine.
Judgment is enough to slow down
That's
the dead
game.
body.
GG.
So
Push
the
him mid.
only one they lose is Core JJ, and it's an ace for TL.
I love how Yawn was the one telling them to chill out in comms. We saw from FBI's comms what happens when the ADC is baiting out stuff there. Really beautiful coordination with the Morgan flank coming around on the Mbessa.
And that's going to be all it takes. Team Liquid, it was a bit of a rocky start, but then they turned it around in the mid-game. They played it safe.
There we go.
They didn't take excessive
well done,
risks.
TL.
They make their way to the Nexus,
well
and they're going to
done.
go up.
Clean.
1,
the inhib respawned.
0. Yeah, I think the inhib
respawned. It's not over.
Yeah, I think that it still should be over.
Okay, there we go. Thank God. Jesus.
1-0 here in the series.
I was like, wait a second. We just tapped out. I saw that Nexus. The health bar disappeared. I've been in that game before.
We're chilling. We're chilling.
Throwing in the Zen. We'll see what the last pick is going to be. Lions Bard is going to maybe be a bit of a jump scare for some people after last week.
Oh, no.
To redeem.
Yes. Yeah. And I mean,
oh,
I do think his Nami game in game 1, there were some mistakes, but it was, you know, better than definitely his last outing.
Genuinely,
Bard,
both of these drafts with
being like, okay, he's having a really, really rough series.
with the Callista Renata last, I honestly,
for him.
I will say,
this feels like a classic TL. I'm going to get really far ahead in lane and just outright smash this game comp. But I feel like DSG, if this goes late, is scrappy enough and can win it, especially with Galio frontline.
I don't really see that.
The Bard just terrifies me.
Right?
That's all.
You know, Callista's hopping nonstop, and Ari has dashes on the ult.
That's like
on the W, so
that.
To me,
I mean, look, it's just the player champion combination that's terrifying.
I'm not panicking. I'm just telling the fact. I charge my mouse like once a week. Me too. But this one was at 0. Yeah, you panic. You charge to 51% and you randomly panic. Oh, my mouse is 20%. My mouse is 20%. No, wait. I'll explain it. The champion select went off and I saw 1 second 22. I was like, ah, shit. You're nervous, man. No, I wasn't.
I love it, man.
Oh, that was good. I enjoyed that. These are the types of listen-ins that I want to hear.
Because, hey, his team in game number 1, it was damage to both sides. We
hey, Ben Frankston, how we doing?
Drake take right after it or anything similar, as Jose Diodo and Kryra both going to show up close to the mid lane here. Both mid laners have their ultimates available.
Okay, good charm.
After Jose, but a lot of damage coming out from
Quid is stuffing that play.
There is no ultimate here on the Xin Zhao to use defensively to try to escape. He does, however,
let's score the US game. It was 4-0 last time I heard.
Walking up through the river now too. Importantly, both mid laners using their ultis. Quid only has the single charge left. Wants to get a little bit more damage onto Call Me, who has to hop away as Core JJ goes forward. Wants to land the handshake.
Oh, good charm, but not good.
First blood over to DSG. Kryra
Little
gets
aggro.
it done, TL wants to get one back.
That's fine. There we go.
Nice revenge kill. 1-for-1 trade.
5-0.
Pretty good though, honestly, for DSG. The fact that they not only get first blood, but also their AD carry did not move. So Sajed ran straight back towards bot lane. He's going to be able to get some farm here to try to even things out a little bit, which he desperately needs to do, because Yon is already 20+ CS ahead. Call Me unlikely to go down.
Oh my god, okay, Yon took a lot of tower shots there.
Turret shot there, really doing some serious damage to Yon's health bar. But yeah, Sajed needed that time to try to catch up. The massive gap in CS is going to start causing some serious issues if DSG does not find a way to staunch that bleeding a little.
Oh,
yeah, it's good for Sajed, but
Jose doesn't have smite, does he?
Has no smite.
Yeah.
Now he does.
There we go. Okay.
Nice. Came back
okay.
up just in time. He's going to be
go.
able to get that Drake and
farm in the AD carry matchup specifically. They do have a lead for Call Me in mid lane. I'm curious how well they'll be able to play around that here with the Aurora.
Items. The only item I saw of his was Call
since she has to go in very close range to get her damage in the larger fights.
Let me see what he's got now.
Range is especially dangerous against Renata.
Okay, so he's going
back and forth a little bit
here.
And it looks like both of our junglers will just be passing through.
Kraken Slayer.
Yeah, we're really gonna have to see how TL execute on these dives, because when you
not bad. He started with a call,
Callista,
so that's fine.
Like, it's so obvious when you are going for those plays, which can make defensive Bard ults really high value.
Oh, Jose.
Yeah, Jose
that's not a great play.
Here. Tries to use the Vault Breaker to get away. Has to use the ulti to try
not
to buffer
a good
through it,
back,
but it
Jose.
Call Me gets the kill. Jose goes down.
That's the punish for not checking those brushes, right? He's just recalling on that ward that is in that side brush. Didn't know it was
DSG's
there.
getting
Loses
through the early game.
And dies. So losing that first ult definitely hurts. And this is a comp that wants to snowball, that wants to play from ahead. You have the defensive Bard ult, you have the potential counter engage from the Aurora, you have the Galio ult. There's so many tools there where if you don't one-shot someone at the start of the fight for TL, that DSG really could take over.
Yeah, and that's where TL are really, really going to be looking at the power of this
bot lane
is
your
Yon
strength
and Core
right now.
continuing to play so aggressive. And another thing, Quid goes in.
Yeah, Quid trying to use the Spirit Rush there to grab the solo
Quid.
kill. Does land the charm on to Call Me.
Force the Galio out.
From the Galio reinforces the DSG mid laner.
Nice.
Means Quid does not actually have the chance to go for the kill here, but you can
That's
see
good though. You wasted a lot of tools from DSG there. And Yon is just punishing bot lane.
Play with confidence. Otherwise, there's no point in playing.
Early
Sajed is only 20 CS behind, which honestly is not terrible.
I'm talking about early skirmishes and team fights. The next one might just happen about a minute from now. That will be when the next Drake spawns. Right now, Jose Odo hanging around the top lane. It would be risky to try to dive castle.
Surely they're not going for this dive.
Anyway, Jose going to drop the control ward here in the brush.
Oh, they're going for it.
This one off.
Oh, they
There's
just
your
get
5
it.
wombo combo
Easy.
into the equalizer.
Never mind.
No risk at all.
Never
Team
mind.
Liquid
That was too easy.
Totally fine with that one. They'll pick up the freebie here in top.
Yeah, easy to execute on that dive. Jose just locks him down in the equalizer. Castle was already too low.
And
so
top
there's nothing to
lane,
outplay. You can't flash the vial. There's nothing you can really.
Such a terror
DSG
in
getting
the
this
game.
dragon would be
Cryra going
great
go
to
ahead
slowing
and
it
start
down.
Up this second Drake. Call me hanging around behind the pit, just keeping an eye out for Team Liquid. Lions and Sajed also both going to rotate over here, but Core and Yawn are not willing to
you're a
just
little
let them
far
try
up.
and do that.
Oh,
Lions
good
goes for
ult.
the ulti, and he finds Yawn. Now can the Team Liquid AD carry get himself away to safety? It seems he will. Also going to drag Core JJ back.
I was gonna. I could see Core going in there.
DSG try to get the pick there. They know they had the numbers, but they can't.
Okay,
get
that's
the
fine.
kills.
You absorbed a ton of
Now
pressure.
they're losing farm mid lane because it's actually Quid just hitting the tower. So Quid is taking plates. He's denying the farm.
Great
Cryra
play by
pulled
TL.
off the dragon.
Good
so
ult by
Dragon is
Lions,
nowhere
for
close
what
to
it's
dead
worth.
now.
Yep, and Jose Diodo has made his way into the bottom lane. Core JJ just trying to keep the pressure onto Sajed and Lions as Cryra is forced back. As soon as Jose shows up, Cryra knows, yeah, my bottom lane's not going to be able to rotate over to this faster. Quid still has that control over the mid lane here as well. So now TL will be the ones starting up the Drake.
Yep, they're going to be able to muscle in.
No, I think
and again,
DSG's
that's
fine playing
where
slow,
this bot lane
honestly. Like,
cryo
they're
and
again,
mid
their
cryo
comp
matters
scales.
so much.
The biggest thing for them is trying not to fall so far behind.
Kind of that initial.
What are the stakes of the series? The loser's done.
There.
Loser goes
also,
home.
If we had a big team fight, delayed the time enough.
Winner
for
moves
Morgan
on to play the
come
winner
back up
of
too.
FlyQuest versus
So
Lion.
he could have potentially been a threat in that.
And did he get the ult off of Quid, which is nice.
Oh, good W
Who had popped that.
from
So
Sajed.
they're not a major cooldown, but only cost him a basic ability, so still going to be happy with it at the end of the day.
And it means that the Ahri will
Gameless
not be
Herald
able
would
to
be big for
nearly as
DSG.
effective if Team Liquid wants to try to fight for this Rift Herald. And so DSG is going to take their opportunity to start the objective up.
Here we go. Are they
Both
going to fight
top
it?
laners also posturing to
They
get
are
involved
gonna fight
in this.
it.
Castle goes
Okay.
for the taunt, but he will not
If your
find
DSG
Morgan.
dodged the
The Herald is
haymaker,
down
if
to
you're
about half
Team
health.
Liquid,
Morgan
close them
looking
out
for
right
the
here.
opportunity to maybe equalize here. Is overheated right now as Cryra's going to be the
Oh
target.
my
Jose
God.
Jumps in, wants to make the dive happen.
Right on the
flashes back
Sajed.
over the wall
Yep.
of safety as Sajed is already down. Team Liquid looking
But
for a little
call
bit
me.
more. Yawn is very low. Will the bailout be able to save him? No. Lions takes the kill on that one, but Team Liquid still firing. Castle's next to die.
Nope.
But Morgan
Fastball
gets
straight to
smited
the-
down. It's a bloodbath here to the topside river as Lions falls to Jose Diodo. Cryra
Oh,
goes in
Calmy
a
got
magical journey
charmed.
through the wall.
Yeah, it's
TL
tough.
wants to finish the last couple of kills.
Yep,
Calmy
bye-bye.
flashes for nothing, and Team Liquid will take the fight.
Team Liquid take the fight. I mean, Calmy was late
That's
to
tough.
join, and I kind of expected Lions just use a defensive ulti onto Sajed to
Yeah,
buy some
I'll be
time
honest
as
with
they
you. I
see
think Lions trolled
everything is
that.
getting sent on him, but instead,
I
they
think
put a more
Lions
aggressive
trolled
option, tried
that
to catch
a
some of the
lot.
members. No one blocked the charm. The follow-up that has to be stopped from
That's
the Ahri.
like, you
And
gotta,
that is what sealed
you
the fate
have to
of
ult your
Sajed.
Tysa there.
Yeah,
Your
and it's
sole
going
goal is
to
to keep
allow
her alive. And
TL,
the second
more
you see
importantly, to pick
that
up
Vi's
this
gonna
Rift
jump on her,
Herald,
you have to
that
ult her.
they kind of had
First combo that you can break up, you cannot allow charm to come through there. You know, someone's got to try to get in the way and body block that, or you have to use the really fast defensive Bard ult. Got to be able to shut that down, because now TL with the Dragon in 30 seconds are up 2.5K, and that lead is getting a lot bigger.
Yep, Lions has to be careful of the enemy jungle here. Tries
Lions?
to go on a magical journey to get away, but Morgan is still roasting him. Call me coming in now to
Cryra's
guarantee that
dead.
his support stays alive.
Oh,
They
no,
got
Cryra's
bigger
alive.
problems.
Okay.
Cryra's now gonna
Oh,
be focused
DSG
up
got
here in the river. Galio ulti to try to create enough space to keep him alive. Hostile takeover flies out as Team Liquid continues looking for more, and Quid's already found the kill on Cryra.
yeah.
Morgan backs him up. It's a double kill for Quid as the Aurora falls. Castle's out too. It's
Oh my
3 for
God.
nothing for TL, and the Dragon's going to be the immediate trophy.
And they mow down Disguise
Ah,
before being able to now get
that's
Soul
tough.
Point on the Drake stacking, which is absolutely huge for this composition. They're
That's
also going to
tough.
be able to get this tier 1 bot. And Quid on this Ahri is now a massive problem. I also
Quid's
really
found
like how they're
every
using
charm.
Morgan's power in
I
these
think
fights
every
as well.
charm
They
that he's
wondered
needed to in
how
all
much
these
is this
fights. Like, it's
Rumble going to be
legitimately
able to
insane. Watch
contribute,
Quid.
looking to
Pulls right now to Morgan.
And one thing I've really liked thus far from TL, not only in this game, but in game 1, that I felt like they were struggling with up until this point, is some of their
Okay.
side wave control.
Focusing back up for a minute
I
here.
feel like that's
Sorry, I had
something that
to
they were
check something.
known for super well when you had APA
Rumble
and
is
Impact,
1.5K
two
ahead.
players who are
Quid
just
is 1K
so
ahead. Quid's honestly the
map-oriented and
playmaker right now,
minded,
it feels
about
like.
those side lanes.
Wait, does Call Me just die?
Some danger, though. Yawn looking to
Oh
put
no,
the
he fucked that
spears
up.
all the way through his heart, and that'll
Oh,
be the easy
Call
kill
Me.
for Team Liquid. They want even more. Sajed tries to
Sajed's
escape,
just
but
dead.
Quid and Jose
Yeah.
are
Oh
right
my
there
God.
waiting. Disguised has just completely
They are just
fallen
not on the
apart
same
in
page
game
at all.
2,
Oh
and
god,
TL
yeah, no,
now have a
and
free
this
ticket
game
to the
quick.
Baron.
Yeah, I mean,
Get
that's
it
really
over
tough.
with.
You know, Call Me wanted to just try to use the rocket belt to get out safety, but then that went into the wall. Then he tried to use the ulti, but it wasn't really placed very well, so he couldn't actually quite get to it. And then there was a really nice time close to ult, and Core flies in and knocks him up as he's trying to exit out with that ulti. And at the end of the day, dies without flashing, is taken down. So Jed is gone. TL's going to get a free Baron. Game 2 is cooked. Like, this game is completely cooked. Yeah. You're hoping now for a massive series of mistakes. Like, TL has to have their
series of
pretty
mistakes
much go
ain't
down
happening.
in one at a time
simply
for DSG
put,
to have
it
a
is
chance.
not
It's
Pronged attack from Team Liquid. Core JJ maintaining control over the enemy jungle. Kryra forced to ult defensively on the Xin Zhao, but still Jose and Quid.
Kryra's still alive. Front to back, Sajed's in the front line. That's not great. Galio trying to body block, but nope.
But Disguise just don't have the firepower.
And while that's all
I
happening,
mean, they
you have
literally don't do
Kalista
damage.
already attacking the top turret. Once again, they should be able to easily take this with the Baron buff. And this is what makes this TL team now so dangerous, is because they can split you up, play with Fog. They're in such a strong position.
Okay, hold up.
There onto Yawn, but it's not really going to get
But there's
him
no
a whole
damage
lot.
to follow up,
Castle's now taking a ton of
so...
damage. DSG's
Oh
only
no.
play ends
Oh
up being
no.
serving their own
Oh
dudes with a
no.
silver platter. Quid is unstoppable. Lions is going to drop double kill back over to the Ahri as nobody but Call Me is left standing, and Team Liquid is just going to walk this one straight to the Nexus. 23
That's even
minutes on
faster
the
than the last
it's
game.
even more one-sided thing. The last game, Quid is going to look, won't find Call Me, but does it even matter? 15-4, they're just getting stomped.
They don't even have time to get the Dragon Soul. Call Me, yeah, he's trying to ping pong back and forth, but the ace comes through.
My God.
TL pushing onto Nexus turrets. First one about to collapse. Nobody's going to respawn on Disguise in time to truly make a difference here. Morgan almost dies to the turret.
End it before 24.
Is summoned up here at the very
8,
end. The Nexus
9,
will fall, and
4.
Team Liquid
Right at 4,
looks
24
done.
minutes flat. Oh my
It was
god.
great to see to him.
The first game lasted 33 minutes. That game lasted 24. Look, I know people might not want to hear this because, like, you know, it kind of feels not redundant, but it kind of feels like it's been said a lot. But that's Scrim TL showing up right there. Player of the game was Quid. Oh God, Anarel. All champions that the second you go into Azir, he's just gonna say wee, wee, and just send you back.
Is a way more effective ball delivery system in
Talking about again the way
80 minutes
was constructed.
25
Kyra
seconds was
coming
the
on,
TL
fact
or
that
was
they
the
keep
C9
swimming
Fly
with him,
series.
even when Kizno was the one who was here and he was still playing from Canada. I think this is a really interesting angle for him to be able to
basically
pop
minus
off, considering
24
how much
flat,
they've relied
minus
on him.
33.
Not even as a carry, but also as a
It was like
facilitator.
33.5. They would have to end this game in under 22 minutes.
For Jose Diodo, level 3 on this Pantheon.
Under 23
this
minutes.
is a massive wave that's about to crash into the turret. So
Oh,
Jed is still only level 1. The Pantheon jumps in, and there's your first blood over to Team Liquid. That is an absolute disaster for DSG in the bottom lane.
Thank you, Jose Diodo, for giving me my early jungle gank. We got it. Finally, really nice recognition that with this bot lane being as shoved
Okay,
in
we
as
are
it was.
officially
We
on
talked about the pushing
23-minute
power,
watch
especially
here,
of the
folks.
Lulu
We are on
here, so
23-minute
nice
watch.
wraparound gank.
Come on.
19-2.
TL, I need you to beat their ass so bad. Set a record. Come on.
I kind of almost want to, like, see how it went so better.
3-0.
These champions scale
We have
to
Steven
infinity,
Meister
so
in the
there's
chat,
no,
and then we have Steven
"All right,
Nader here.
We'll just scale, guys.
Yeah, just play safe, fellas. It's a problem
Wait,
down
does
here
Yawn
in
win
bottom
this?
lane, and the problems continue. Lions down to 200 HP. Yawn chasing after him with the Gravitum. Core JJ making sure that his AD carry can make this pursuit go all the way underneath the turret.
Oh,
so much damage onto both
my
of them.
God.
Disguised bottom laners both have to flash away and barely survive.
I mean, that is horrible. And now you have
push it
burns,
in.
you're just
Deny
able to
the CS.
shove the wave and crash it, so you're going to be able to deny some of these.
You don't
All
give
right, come
away
on.
that
Press
early
this tower.
stacking to TL, especially when this bot lane has had so much pressure on this.
Stack
bot
up
side.
that
He's
red
now
white, get
shoving
2 plates.
Another
Come on.
wave towards that turret. Was it you, Flowers, who said that Chemdrake is so stinky, that's why no one wants to take it?
That sounds like something I would say. That sounds like some logic behind it, as Team Liquid
Morgan.
pushing up in the bottom
Oh,
lane here.
good
Yet
flash
again, Morgan
from
goes
Castle.
mega
That's fine.
topside, forcing the flash out of Castle in response. So
Look at
now
the CS
both
gap
top
in
laners
topside
without
right
their
now.
flashes, or JJ
Red white. Stack
putting
up
the
that
deep
Severin,
ward here
baby.
next to the enemy Gromp as the big wave crashes into the turret. Sajed
Stack up the
Lions at least
chakrams.
not going to get dove on this one, so Sajed should be able to pick up most of this farm, but the pressure just remains so constant. It's still 55-35 in the bottom lane CS.
Yeah, and don't allow bot lane being cooked to distract you from the fact that top lane is also looking kind of cooked.
Wonder what the odds on Yawn getting
down
kind of
20
goes
CS
here.
at
I
one point,
still
did
think
collect
low.
Wave. It's going to be pushing back to
The
Morgan.
odds of a pen kill are
But
not
Castle
great.
had the ability to counterpick, had his flash force there in the 1v1. And it's just looking rough. I mean, they can't even walk up to the tower, really. Jose's
Oh my
coming.
God.
And if Sajed tries to enter, he's going to die.
Yep, looks like Kryra will at least make his way in here as well.
Okay.
7 on the Aatrox, so he is pretty strong. Goes forward, looks for the Darkened Blade.
Not good.
Jose the Odo is going to be your target.
Not
Lions
good.
Dies first, and Jose just throws up the shield. Now
Look at the amount of chakrams.
tries to get his way.
Get his ass.
The World Ender is
Get
used,
his ass.
but no,
Oh,
he
there
doesn't
it
have
is.
the chase. The
Oh
crescendo
my
is
God,
so
it's
powerful in these situations.
so
Once you have all those
doomed.
chakrams stacked up, there's
Oh,
nothing the enemy
God.
can do about it. And Team Liquid, can they even get Sajed
It's
here?
not
Probably
October.
not, but
It's
man,
not Friday
it's
the
just
13th anymore.
another
It's Friday the
of pain here in
20th.
the bot lane.
And yet this is
Sajed
still
is
happening.
not having a good
Oh,
time as we see
Quid.
the ult coming out of Quid.
Oh,
nice.
Quid.
2 turret shots as well as Call Me tries to get away. One more hit will take him down.
Who
But Call Me
the
survives for now.
duh?
Has about
Get
20
his
HP
ass.
remaining. Is using the potion, trying
get
to
him.
heal up. Wants to see if maybe he can
Huh?
get away on this one. Goes
Oh,
for TP.
you
And Call Me
dick.
calls it quits in the enemy jungle. Manages.
Really, really love
This game
how
too,
he's
any highlights?
approached
No.
playing
It
this
was
out
belt
with his
to
lanes,
ass.
even with that kind of level lead sacrifice.
Just
that he
belt
was
to
making.
ass
I
from
think it's just
TL
one
in
of these
game
situations
1.
where you have to recognize your role in the game, right? You have Aphelios
And
as
if that's
zero
belt to
movement, you
ass,
have
this is
a
power.
lot of scaling, a lot
Like-
of damage. Your job on the Pantheon
I don't
is
even
to
know what
enable
you
them, to
say
set
at
them
this
up for
point.
success.
Oh,
So if
no.
you have to drop
Oh,
form
no,
to
not
be able to
again.
Put them in a better situation.
Not
that
again.
is worth doing. Jose is behind them once again, and Aatrox is
Jose
not
might be
here,
able
so
to solo him.
Yeah, there's the wild growth.
Oh, no.
Lions is locked up. He's out of there. Jose Diodo on a killing spree. And
Sajed.
Yarn has the Infernum yet
He
again
has
to
a
fast up
family.
the waves. Sajed's trying to cull the wave down just to keep himself alive, but the culling can only take out the front line of the minions. Now Jose and Core can just walk on up. It's
Oh,
that
Jesus.
easy. Another kill over to Jose Diodo.
This is absolute decimation coming out of TL on this bot side of the map. Because I thought Quid might be
Oh
looking for
my
another
God.
potential ult there. Doesn't go for it.
Just
Takes a
gonna
lot of
scare him.
damage.
This is
He's
brutal.
like, don't worry, guys, I'm up 6 CS.
Like this is
How are your
one of the
lanes going?
Just that
most
nightmare
brutal
situation
games that
where
I've
you feel
watched
like
in a
your lane's
long
going well,
time.
you press tab. You really wish you didn't press tab. Now we've got the ulti coming in the mid lane from Jose Diodo.
Call me.
Flashes towards Call Me, goes for the
Bye-bye.
stun. Needs a little bit more damage to secure the kill. Won't quite find it here just yet. Comet Spear collides, but he doesn't have the damage.
Nope, never mind. Still
Nicely done
alive.
there by Lions.
Kryra's
Good
there.
roam, covers his mid laner, so doesn't have to use the flash. And Kryra gonna get pushed back. I mean, Quid is low. They are kind of hanging around, but I just don't think that DSG have the
Quid's
ability to
low,
actually
but Quid
get
has
access
TP,
to
so he
him.
can just come back at any
will
time.
just be the
He's
pushed
fine.
wave, and you can see Yawn already has the Storm Razor.
Trying to
don't wanna
burn
run.
it down fast before that can
promise you,
happen.
it's
But
not-
Quid has
it's
already made his way back into the mid lane, and Kryra and the rest of DSG are going to have to seriously consider how badly they
Oh,
want this
no,
Drake.
red-white.
Kryra's still hanging around.
Red
but
white.
Here goes Jose Diodo immediately starting
He's
up the
got
fight. He's taking a ton of damage.
Jose.
Shield keeps him alive a little bit longer as Lions goes
Jose
into the
might have
engage.
picked up a
Jose
little
is low,
bit
but
more
he
than
is
he
not
could
dead here
chew.
just yet. Finally shut down.
Wait a minute.
Goes to DSG and Lions. Quid is in the middle of everybody, but they still don't have the damage.
Oh,
to kill.
Yawn.
Yawn goes forward, but it's a double kill for Lions.
Yawn,
is down to
don't
50
die.
HP, trying to heal up here
Yawn.
on Aphelios. Core JJ right next to him wants to try to keep his carry protected. Nice use of the wild growth.
Oh,
to
Yawn.
deny the
Oh,
crash
my
down,
God.
But the kill still comes through. DSG. It was looking so bleak, but they found themselves a fight. Now Core is trapped in the enemy
Core,
jungle.
come on.
Lions looking to lock him
Clutch
up.
up.
He misses Shattering
Nope,
Strike.
not enough.
Call Me takes the kill, and DSG aren't done fighting just yet.
Great
All right, well,
job
that
there
was,
by DSG being able to find something
okay.
off the back of
The Drake wasn't taken. Never mind.
Well,
I'm crazy.
Sajed is no longer a minion at the very least. Like he has an item.
He has Kraken Slayer.
He's been upgraded. So
Kraken Slayer is interesting
at
for
least
Lucian. I haven't seen that be built
is
well.
online. It's still a bad spot, but we'll
bye.
see.
Bye, Call
Going
Me.
in for the
Nice seeing
Emperor's
you.
Divide. Looks
Nice
for
knowing
Call
you.
Me here. Takes him down to about
Oh,
half
wait a
HP.
minute.
You can see
Quid.
Hosieoto making
No.
his way forward, but Kryra has also arrived. DSG, they're gonna get another one. Team Liquid is playing sloppy with their lead, and it's DSG punishing.
Nicely done by Call Me. He just kind of kited it out. He is
Okay,
actually
this might be one of those games. Might be one of those games where you get too far ahead too early.
So he has
that
now the biggest individual
it gets to your head.
He's actually more ahead
but been
than
there.
Jan is
You're like 5-0 and yawn.
Core JJ getting caught here too. Plenty of CC, and the culling has enough damage right behind it. Jose jumps into the back, wants to find the kill onto Sajed, but the Pantheon alone does not have a ton of damage. It's a double kill to Sajed. Team Liquid has thrown the lead.
And now Sajed is up in gold after that, which is a lot of really weird mistakes coming out of TL, and DSG being able to punish, getting their carries, most importantly Sajed, back in the game.
As a fan of both, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, I really love some kung fu movies, and I appreciate TL reenacting the bad villains in those, walking in one at a time to fight
I know.
To get their
You were so far ahead.
Go first. They'll see what's up. All right.
You were so far ahead that you just thought, fuck it, we ball.
It's gonna be Jose's turn.
I get it. I wanted you to finish in 23 minutes.
It's looking like not much, unfortunately, for him. As TL,
this is the flip side of that coin. Okay, just relax.
And then you have multiple deaths. Bot.
Jan has the ghost to give himself enough distance.
Okay, wasn't just me. Okay, thank God.
I think Sajed might just get to his second item first. Call Me gets caught though. Hosieoto and Quid looking to kill off the Orianna, but they can't quite get there. Lions comes in with the heal, keeps Call Me protected. Jan off to the side.
Oh my God. Oh my God, you're kidding me.
Hosieoto now in danger as well as they try to chase after him. Make this a 3-kill affair. Triple kill over to Kryra's Aatrox.
And now this Aatrox is going to be a massive problem. So we see him going after Jan a little bit. Morgan is able to clean up this.
Morgan's just up here like, bro, I built a 1.5K gold lead on my own. What the fuck,
DSG,
bro?
And a lot of it is the little Lions redemption arc on this Rel, the pick that they saved as the final pick.
This has to be one of the most insane throws I think I've ever seen.
Going to be able to get on to Call Me. He is the strongest point on this, but then here we go. Lions
great engage.
Immediately.
Lions just
great
redemption.
Engage.
You know what I don't get is I was like, okay, there's a ward. They were on a ward the whole time. I thought my initial assumption was, oh, they must have thought that the Orianna and the Rel backed off. They were on a ward.
That's 2 items on Lucian.
They saw him the whole time.
This Team Liquid.
They give that Drake up. DSG will be on Soul Point.
All right, DSG.
Why are you a Sajed hater now?
You can maintain that control.
What happened?
For TL, I want to see them have some coordination. It has just felt completely haphazard.
You're gonna hate watch C9 on Sunday? Of course.
Fights that they've taken,
of course. Although I do want C9 to win that
going
series.
in after different targets. The timing
I want
feels
C9
off.
to lose, but I want C9 to lose to the teams that I pick for them to lose to.
Jan walks back away. Just
or like whenever I want them to lose. And this is not one of those times where I want them to lose.
Here, TP's coming in. Morgan wants to be a part of this fight. This could be the big X factor here for Team Liquid, but Morgan's the only one going in at first. Narbar mostly charged. Kryra's already secured the Drake, and DSG's just going to walk away.
And if they're able to walk away without even needing the TP from Castle, that is a huge win. Jan is trying to kind of section them off, see if he can find anything.
Nope, Jan does hit him there with the Moonlight Vigil, but Blast Cone over the wall, they're safe.
And the big thing was it looked like TL took too long to set up that play, right?
Jesus.
Because you saw Morgan waiting in base. It was a matter of not if he was going to TP, but when.
Well,
and what kind
for
of
the
play
record,
they were
I
looking
did
for
predict
to
a
try to get this Gnar
3-1.
involved, time it around the Narbar. And
did
they
I
just
think
weren't
that it
able
was
to
going to
do
happen
DSG
this way in
immediately go
particular?
pick up that Drake, and
No.
now they're on Soul Point.
No, I
Soul
did
Soul
not.
too.
They're looking really, really strong. And I mean, I understand why TL thought, hey, maybe we can actually look for this because Morgan just Oblivion Orb, like some little pieces at the end. But basically, it's just Nashers and some trash, right? Like, it's Quid is having a rough one in this game.
And meanwhile, across the aisle, Call Me is not playing vegetarian.
No, it's not a reverse
Orianna.
sleep bag.
This dude is out here just eating burger after burger. Shadow Flame plus Luden's Echo. Those shockwaves are just going to eradicate.
This game's not even won for DSG.
Yep, and
like that's the worst
see
part.
Them kind of setting up.
Oh, Sajed trying to get away from this one. That's a big catch for TL.
I mean?
Hosieoto makes it happen, but what can they get afterwards?
Sajed,
It would be risky to start
no.
up the Baron here. I mean, it's only 22 minutes into the game, but TL, I think at the very least want to bait it. They want to try to clear out vision. They haven't actually swept out
Brother
that
said
one
it's
ward in the
Ramadan.
pit,
I'm
though,
fasting,
so DSG
both in
well
game
aware
and
of
out.
what's going on. And remember, Baron, that big debuff could mean problems if Call Me can get him behind them. He's behind.
Okay, Call Me looking for it, has to flash away to try to escape. Morgan now going to be your
Still
target.
not a
DSG
terrible
trying
angle,
to go
by the
after
way.
the Gnar. Kryra's stuck in the middle of
Now it's
everybody.
really
The
not a
burst
good
is
angle.
plenty enough, and DSG lose their jungler. Now they've got to scatter. Morgan
Oh
still
my
up.
God.
Nice engage coming out
Lions.
from Lions, but there is no follow-up. DSG's trying to kill off Yawn, but they don't have the damage to do it. Castle goes back in, but he falls.
Didn't get it.
Jose Diodo gets the kill on the Jax, and
Lions
now
having a
DSG
redemption
have
game, I
got
will
to be
say.
careful.
Yeah, I mean, it just felt like Call Me got a little bit too clever there, you know, trying to come in from the other angle. He lost his flash early, and then he couldn't really connect with the rest of the team. And even though there's this great
Imagine if
re-engage
Lucian
from
was there, they
Lions, it just
crushed that
didn't
fight.
really amount to anything. Couldn't find it.
All right, TL back in the lead now, plus 2,000 gold. Morgan chasing
Well,
after Lions.
we
Team
passed
Liquid
our
invading the
23-minute
jungle,
mark.
Seeing if they can set up any
Unfortunately,
picks, just like
TL
they've
is
done
probably
in
still
the
going to win
previous
this game
two
because they
games.
have an
Less than 2
Azir
minutes on the clock
Aphelios.
until that Dragon Soul
They
will
scale
spawn
out
for
the ass.
Disguise. That one is going to
But-
be absolutely massive for TL to contest. But TL's not willing to wait. They want to contest.
We will
Baron
not set a
right
record.
now. Still 90 seconds until that Drake spawns. DSG is in the neighborhood.
All right, give me
We're gonna
one
see if they
clean
can
fight,
take the
TL.
fight in front
One
of
clean
Chain's
fight,
Morgan, but
end
he
this
walks out
out.
of the side. DSG still on the approach.
Send us home at
See
6:10 in
Castle
the
looking for
afternoon,
flank
or
as
6:10
Quid
in the evening.
has to dash away from Sajed. Turret destroyed in the meantime over there in the mid lane. And we're just chilling. Okay, no fight.
Yeah, no fight. Jose now has opened up a really big gold lead for himself, and even
TL
off
lost
that
a lot.
early
Oh,
fight,
no,
Kyra got a lot of kills,
this game
completed
hurt
the
their
second item,
aura
but
really
Jose
bad.
has been stalwart throughout this
But at
game.
the
He's been
same
great
time,
really
like,
the whole way
again, it's
through,
one of those-
and now
They
completes
did
GA, so
get
he
the
is
massive
super,
lead
super
to
strong.
throw in the first
Quid is just
place.
going for a defensive
So-
build. He's just going to go for the Seekers because I think he realizes the game's not about him at all at this point, which is going to make it more difficult for Call Me. You know, you can react to that shockwave, throw down the stasis. It's just about, can TL keep Yawn safe and keep him hitting? Because I think if they can, they're going to be set up for success.
There's
Yeah,
definitely
that's where
somebody
I'm
out in
also still gonna be
California that
looking at
took like
Jose,
a
especially
very
with
late, like
this
3:30 lunch
GA
and was like,
locked
you know
in
what?
for him
I'm
on
gonna
the next
catch
fight, and they
like,
did pull that
a part of this
TP
series that's gonna be
off
really
of the
awesome,
Jax,
like
right?
right
So
in
it's
game
gonna take
3.
him much
They can
longer
see how
time
it's gonna
walk up
swing.
to this as they
Then
return
the
to
series
the
might be
Baron.
over.
Yep, Jan's got the Chakrams here too.
Oh,
Look at how
he didn't
many
break
of
the
them
shield.
He has stacked up. DSG still trying to approach, but the Baron is already gone. Team Liquid,
Not
clean the
good.
objective. Yawn still looking for an opportunity to put
Only
those
coming
Chakrams to
in.
good work. DSG's
Yawn
not gonna
lost
give it
all
to
his
him, but now
Chakrams,
DSG
okay.
can make a beeline straight
I mean,
for the Drake pit.
wait,
They
this
can go
is
for the
so
Dragon. This
worth
could
for
be sold,
DSG.
So it's actually not a good trade for TL if they do end up losing
That's
this. And
so
it looks like
worth.
they are likely to. Yawn is just going to go topside, so they get the Baron. As long as DSG can actually hold out through this Baron buff,
This is when the
they're
TL
gonna be
roster
really
have aura.
happy.
The first 2
and again,
games
it
of
was
this
just a weird
series,
fight because
they had
Call Me is
aura.
not with the team. He's trying to come around
If
on
you didn't
these
watch the
flanks.
first
He ends up
2,
actually TPing just
they
into the
looked
Baron
pretty
pit, but the
freaking
fight was
great.
already over. They do, though, get the soul at the end of the day, and it's going to be this injection of gold for TL. But for this to be worth it, they have got to get so much gold.
I mean, you
I know,
have to end the
talking to
game on
Freak,
this push
he
if you're
estimated
TL
the
now,
value,
no?
the gold value of souls around 6,000 plus gold. So that is a lot.
This becomes
There
really
is stats
difficult
on
to
the
deal
Baron.
with
There is
now.
a little bit of a gold injection on the Baron, but like, I don't think they should be able to end the game with the Baron by any means. And now you have Infernal Soul on this super fed Orianna. If that Shockwave combo hits, you could be cooked.
Yeah, that one's going to hurt. Seeker's Arm Guard, we already mentioned it being available for the Azir, but the Orianna also having that defensive tool.
Can brute force this mid tier 2, hopefully link up now with Quid, who's been pushing up this bot wave, and try to make a play on this bot side tier 2.
Yeah, they want to at least get this bot side tier 2. There's 37 seconds
Oh,
left on
Lions
that Baron
missed the
buff.
shield break.
They could get
Oh,
caught by
good.
Shockwave.
Nice
Quid's
shockwave
dead.
there, but can Quid escape? DSG trying to chase after the enemy mid laner. They hit the
Okay.
Darkened Blade. He uses the Seeker's
Yeah,
Arm
just
Guard,
bail.
but he will not
Just
escape.
bail.
Call Me gets the kill.
Quid, that's
and
not good,
Disguise
brother.
Get the pick.
Nicely done. Disguise getting another
That's not
pick
good
there.
at
So
all.
It's just the 3.4k gold lead at the end of the day with that Baron buff. They're not going to get anything more, but again,
Essence
fully
Reaver, and you have
completed
IE
items
instead
on
of
the
Kraken
Gnar
Slayer.
is
So it's a bit of a
absolutely
delayed
massive.
full power spike, but that Kraken Slayer is going to hit really well for the Gnar.
Flush here. Does take a quick burst of damage, but he's just about got the Narbar charge, so he continues just running straight at them, and DSG back away as Castle makes his way back out onto the map. He's on the flank here with a blast cone, but he does need to be a little bit mindful. Jose hits him
Okay.
with a very small amount of poke. Sun Disc will be destroyed here in the mid lane.
They gotta find a way to get onto
lost
Yawn.
Morgan's Mega Gnar for now. DSG might
Wait.
look for their opportunity
Oh,
to go
they
for
missed the
this.
engage.
Call Me, he's already dead. Quid takes the kill.
Yawn's just
DSG
alive.
to try to fight without
It's
their mid laner.
over.
Jet forced off to the side of the fight at the same time, as now Kryra is down. Lions
Game.
will follow.
So that's just game?
TL just killed 4.
TL were constantly trying to look for these angles on to call me. Finally get one there. I love how they've been playing around
we go
Morgan
home
specifically, always looking for these flanks. And yeah, now they might be pushing for the end.
Yeah, the death timers are long. It's 20 seconds until anybody else is back up. It's only Sajed to try to defend this. The Lucian, who had such a struggle.
What happened with that engage? Like, did they? Two of them just went on to Yawn, but Yawn just like flashed back and was fine.
But they make their way onto the Nexus turrets.
Yep.
They will clean
sweep
the skies, and they will move forward, continuing their march towards first stand.
A little blip on the radar in Game 3. It got a little messy. But Game 1 and Game 2, super dominant, and TL, at the end of the day, show their class.
I mean, if you're TL on this one, I think you just, like, Game 3 was just comical. Like, it's one that I think, like, when you walk away from this series, you're not too upset. I mean, you 3-0'd, so you shouldn't be upset, period, at all. But, like, you were up so far in Game 3 that you just got loose with it. And that's it. So, DSG, look, I know people are going to say that they underperformed. I will agree that Lion had a bad game 1 and 2, but that Game 3 was not him. That was not his fault. The team in general just seemed like it fell behind a lot. But, I mean, look, that's, if you coming into the split said, hey, predict how a best of 5 between TL and DSG would go, this is how you would have said. Just not after the last 2 weeks.